so nice to be in this bug-free zone. After a day like today, especially like the mud, there were so many bugs, just everything, and you're frustrated and you're hot and you want to take off like your life jacket and you just like everything, and you're just like, oh, and they're buzzing all around you, and then your feet are stuck in the mud, and it was just it was a drainer. Well, it's bug season here in Temagami, and I'm the only one out on the campsite. It's absolutely beautiful here. It's Canada Day long weekend, and a lot of people avoid bug season like the plague. And you know, it does take a special kind of person to tolerate the bugs. I'm not always one of them. I've had a couple of meltdowns today. Two of them on the portage today was just, you know, like, get away, and you just start freaking out. But you can get away with having a pretty good time. You just have to follow a few things, you know, make sure you always have your bug shirt, wear it all the time, wear bug pants, or wear pants sprayed with some really good bug spray, like with lots of DEET in it. I know it's bad for the environment, but you know, sometimes you have to make sacrifices so you don't get eaten alive. Stay in windy areas, find the windiest spots you can so that the bugs are blown away naturally, or some of them are. Bring a bug shelter with you. If you don't have one and it's not windy, you're pretty much done for. You're just going to be miserable. You know, the portages are really bad. Always wear your net on the portages, and you know, a baseball hat is great for that because it holds it off your face, so then you can kind of see and stuff, and it's not like, you know. Bug shirt, of course. I also have my headliners, which I spray with bug spray. Bug spray stays in your clothes, I think, for 7 to 10 washes, something like that. So I spray everything at the beginning of the season, and then I just, you know, hope that it works, and I reapply. Spray your backpack, you know, the part that goes here. I've got probably a whole bunch of bites, even though I wore a bug shirt and had bug spray on, because my backpack, they get stuck in between there and somehow they can bite through the bug shirt, but I don't know how they do it. But spray the back of the backpacks, that's a good spot. And you gotta have a lot of patience, but the bug shelter for sure, it really does make or break the trip when you need it, and it's there. It's amazing. And the wind, you know, windy days, sometimes people see high winds and they don't want to go out canoeing, but if you get out early in the morning, most of the time it's calm. And like, I was out paddling on this lake, like doo-doo-doo. I wasn't even paddling, I was just floating along. Now the wind is like blowing, like there's huge gusts, white caps, and I don't care, and it's perfect for me because when I was out, I didn't want it to be windy, because when you're out on the water, the bugs don't really bother you very much unless you're in a swampy area. You're pretty good because there's always a little breeze. But when you get to camp and you don't have any wind, you're in trouble. So bug shelter, face mask, bug shirt for the portages, spray your feet. I love my water socks. I actually spray them as well, and then I just roll my pants up. So, because 9 times out of 10, places like this, you can't just land on dry land all the time. You have to step in the water. There's a lot of times where you just can't help it. You have to put your feet in the water. You're walking through portages that are full of mud and swampy stuff and water, and you can get leeches and stuff, and also they bite your feet. So I find the water socks help with that a lot. See, as you can see, the wind just died down, and now I'm like, it's the deer flies. The mosquitoes are good, and the black flies are gone. The mosquitoes aren't gone. They were on the portage with me in the canoe, but I don't see them much on the campsite. But the deer flies today are ridiculous. They must have just hatched. Like, this must be their birthday weekend or something, because they're all over me. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I think I've had enough for now. I'm gonna go sit in the bug shelter, and I'll come back out when I can tolerate them again. It's so much better in my bug shelter. It's so good.